of this great state.
We're glad to have you with us on another episode of Gateway Diary. I am Victoria Oniaye. Today, as always, we'll be highlighting some of Governor Dapo Abiodun's remarkable strides in advancing economic growth, uplifting lives and improving the welfare of the people of Ogun State. Here is a quick look at what's coming up on the program today. We'll spotlight the 19-kilometer Agbara-Atolusada road, which is nearing completion. Governor Abiodun's urban regeneration plan gets a boost with the unveiling of 36 smart luxury apartments at Olumo Court in Igbara. On health, we'll tell you about Governor Dapo Abiodun's efforts to ensure residents of the state live healthier lives with the launch of free diabetes and hypertension screening exercise. Plus, Ogun State recently hosted the United States Ambassador to Nigeria, Richard Mills, who commended Governor Abiodun's significant achievements in the state. We've got all these stories and more coming your way shortly. Those were the headlines from across the state. Now let's start with our first story. One unique quality of Governor Dapo Abiodun's administration in Ogun State is its proactive rather than reactive approach to governance, which has led to numerous successes, especially in infrastructure development, particularly road construction. The 19-kilometer Agbara-Atolusada road in the Adodo-Ota area of Ogun State is a major link that connects the state with Lagos and the neighboring Republic of Benin. The reconstruction of this road, which began a few months ago, is now nearing completion and will soon be ready for commissioning.
If there's one thing that motivates investors' confidence and attracts them into a region, it is the ease of doing business. And one thing that eases up business activities in any community is good infrastructure and accessible road network. All these paves the way for economic growth and advancement. In Ogun State, one leader understands this vision and has dedicated the last 5 years to reducing infrastructure deficit across the state. Governor Dapo Abiodun is the leader who has made infrastructure development his calling card, focusing on building a solid foundation that supports both residents and businesses. Since stepping into office, Governor Dapo Abiodun has overseen the construction of hundreds of kilometers of roads across all the 20 local government areas in Ogun State. These are not just any roads. They include highways, link roads, and roads that bring once isolated communities into the economic fold. For Governor Abiodun, all these impactful projects are not for chasing headlines or collecting praise. For him, each road built is a step towards alleviating years of struggle for the people of Ogun State, ensuring that investors feel welcome and confident in their decision to settle and expand their businesses here. Take, for example, the 19-kilometer Agbara-Atolusada road in Adodo-Ota local government area. This route, once a constant source of distress for both residents and industries, became notorious for causing costly accidents and frequent damage to trucks transporting goods. When Governor Abiodun took office, he quickly recognized the critical importance of this road. Though it was technically a federal road, he knew its strategic significance for the state's economic heartbeat. Despite hitting a bureaucratic wall with the Federal Ministry of Works, he took the matters into his own hands.
economic impact in Ogun State, this road is extremely important. We informed the federal government. We told them that it was important for them to reconstruct this road, otherwise, as a responsible state government, we will take over this road and reconstruct it. Because this road was not under contract to any contractor, even though we did not get a tacit approval from the federal government, we did not get no objection from them either. So we went ahead, we awarded this road to a very reputable contractor, Mrs. High Tech, who we know are capable, because it's a very difficult terrain.
Determined to relieve the suffering of his people, Governor Abiodun made a bold move by awarding the construction contract, thus reducing the long overdue transformation of the Agbara-Aton-Lusada road. Today, construction workers work day and night to meet the ambitious deadline of completing the road before the end of the year. Asphalt is being laid, barriers are being installed, and the finishing touches are in sight. Clearly, each layer of the asphalt brings the people of Ado-Odo Ota one step closer to a smoother, safer, and more prosperous journey.
The level of the road, we are done with the asphalt, maybe remain like 10 to 7 kilometers to reach Aton. I mean the left hand side. But the barrier, we have moved barrier to 70 to 80. Sometimes we do day and night in order to meet up with the. Then we have the teams, we have the lab teams that they check the slump from the office. They likewise will check the slump right from the road there. Then with the eye on everything is the quality control. We are following the quality control to ensure that everything is in order.
The smiles on the faces of residents are unmistakable. After years of hardship, the people now have a reason to celebrate. For them, this road is a promise kept, a symbol of hope, and a new beginning for businesses that once struggled with costly delays and disruptions.
I was actually living at Lusada. From Lusada to here, it would take me about almost 30 minutes. But now, currently now, it's not up to 15 minutes.
Kudos to them. We are very happy. God will continue to bless them more and more.
Words cannot really express my happiness. I am so happy. I'm so delighted. In fact, when I look at years back, we were part of the people that were struggling on this very road. But thank God for today, we are looking like Lekki, Festac, and all those big places.
For investors and business owners across Ogun State, the message is clear that Governor Dapo Abiodun is a leader who doesn't see infrastructure as an expense, but as an investment in the state's economic future. Governor Abiodun's vision ensures that Ogun State is not only open for business, but primed for prosperity.
Residents of these areas must be eagerly anticipating the commissioning of these projects. Now let's move on to other stories, this time focusing on the health sector. Since assuming office, Governor Abiodun has made it clear that the health and safety of the people of Ogun State are his top priorities, and he has been working tirelessly to fulfill this promise. His latest initiative in the health sector is the launch of a free medical screening program for residents, focusing specifically on diabetes and hypertension. This exercise is currently being conducted across all the local government areas in the state.
The kind of transformation unfolding across every sector of Ogun State's economy is unprecedented, and there is nowhere this is more evident than in the public healthcare sector. This is a sector that used to struggle for breath in the past, but now it is a lifeline for residents. For more than 5 years, Governor Abiodun of Ogun State has poured his energy into revitalizing the state's healthcare sector, ensuring that every resident, from young to old, has access to quality, life-saving services. Under Governor Abiodun's leadership, the state has seen the renovation of many primary healthcare centers across the state, the launch of health insurance for both the formal and informal sectors, free surgical services, a maternal health insurance scheme designed to protect mothers and children. In all, it's been one impactful initiative after another since 2019, each carefully designed to serve the needs of the good people of Ogun State. Governor Abiodun's approach to healthcare is simple. He believes no expense is too great when it comes to the welfare of his people, and he is proving it yet again with a recent initiative to offer free testing for diabetes and hypertension across the state. Though this campaign, called Know Your Numbers, Control Your Numbers, is a national effort supported by health commissioners across the 36 states, Governor Abiodun has embraced it with open arms, and it is currently holding across all the 20 local government areas of the state. As a true leader, Governor Abiodun led by example, being the first to get tested and encouraging every resident to follow suit.
I, the Executive Governor of Ogun State, hereby support the project 10 million Know Your Number, Control Your Number. And I'm demonstrating that by having my blood pressure checked this morning. I also encourage all the citizens of Ogun State to come out in their numbers, have their blood pressure checked, have their sugar level checked, so that we can control those numbers to avoid the complications of high blood pressure and elevated sugar levels.
This all-important campaign is designed to address the alarming rate of sudden deaths in Nigeria linked to unmanaged hypertension and diabetes. The goal is to screen at least 10 million Nigerians, identifying these silent killers before they claim more lives.
The aim is, first and foremost, to create awareness. There are lots of people walking around with hypertension that do not even know that they are hypertensive. So let's know, are you diabetic? Are you hypertensive? What's actually managing these cases in our environment? Whether people pay for it or they don't pay for it, you at least have to know that I have X amount of diabetics, so we need X amount of diabetic drugs.
The response in Ogun State has been overwhelming. Testing centers are bustling as residents come forward to check their health status. To date, over 12,000 people have been screened in Ogun, the highest number in the country. Civil servants, community members, and everyday residents are grateful for this proactive health initiative, which empowers them to take control of their health.
It's a very good initiative from the state government. The civil service, we actually appreciate this effort. At least we can actually monitor our health status, and from there, if there's any issue, it's easier for us to contact the doctor.
I feel happy that we have a very responsive state government that cares for the health of its people. I've checked my status and I'm happy with what I've seen.
We appreciate the government. God will bless him and he will increase his strength.
For many, this campaign is a lifesaver, offering not only peace of mind, but the pathway to better health. They praised Governor Abiodun for his unwavering commitment to their well-being, thanking him for prioritizing their health as he continues to build a better future for the state.
healthcare in Ogun State is certainly taking on a new shape. But that's not all. Governor Abiodun's drive to provide affordable housing for Ogun residents is also progressing. His urban regeneration program has become the talk of the town. Recently, Governor Abiodun unveiled 36 smart luxury apartments with modern amenities at Olumo Court in Ibara GRA, Abeokuta. We captured these memorable moments as he continues to place Ogun State on the global map.
Today in Ogun State, as you drive through the major towns and communities, one striking sight greets you. Whether at newly upgraded primary healthcare centers or renovated schools, the iconic yellow rooftops are major attractions and symbols of transformation that stare you in the face. They are a reflection of Governor Abiodun's commitment to breathe new life into facilities that serve the good people of the Gateway State. But that's not all. These yellow roofs also crown most of the newly built housing estates by Governor Abiodun's administration in Ogun State. There is no doubt these housing projects are reshaping the state's landscape and opening up new communities. The Prince Court in Kobakwe and the Aviation Estate in Shagamu stand as true testaments to Governor Abiodun's dedication to providing affordable, high-quality homes for the people of Ogun State. So far, Governor Abiodun's government has built more than 4,000 homes since taking over the leadership of the state, thereby putting countless residents on the path to home ownership, while more housing projects continue to spring up across the state. Governor Abiodun is not just building houses, he is setting the stage for the future, a future of smart cities that offer a blend of comfort, luxury, and modern technology. He is also encouraging partnership with the private sector to drive his urban regeneration drive. At this gathering, yet another visionary initiative is being commissioned, attracting top dignitaries from across the state, including traditional rulers and former President Olusegun Obasanjo. They are all united by a common vision of progress and development for Ogun State. The Olumo Court is a shining example of the power of public-private partnership that tops Governor Abiodun's development agenda for Ogun State. The estate located at Ibara has premium features, including 36 luxury apartments, offering a cozy abode for those who want to live and work in Ogun State.
This project will provide job opportunities and particularly provide convenient investment opportunities for our citizens in diaspora. You know how our citizens in diaspora want an apartment or a house and they send money to a relative who shows them some fake land somewhere and they continue to send money, and then when they get here they find out that there's no house, there's no land, there's nothing. But this one, all you have to do is make the right contact and you can buy one of these apartments.
Just like other luxury housing estates built by the state government and others in partnership with private sector individuals, the Olumo Court embodies a lifestyle and a commitment to quality, all of which are the cornerstones of Governor Abiodun's urban renewal agenda. For him, it is a testament to the thriving business climate he has cultivated since he assumed office as governor.
Ogun State is the investor's destination of choice. We have and we continue to invest in the required infrastructure to complement our vision, which is a vision of creating an enabling environment for public-private sector partnership, because we believe that it is very fundamental to the economic prosperity of our state and the individual upliftment of all our people.
The Olumo court is positioned just a few kilometers from the commercial city of Lagos and strategically placed to attract businesses, investors and residents seeking the ideal blend of convenience and quality.
Our hope is that Abeokuta will become the destination of choice for anybody trying to get out of the hustle and bustle of life in Lagos. That people will see that this is the place to be when you want peace and quiet.
There is no doubt Governor Abiodun's ambitious approach to housing is becoming fruitful. More importantly, the involvement of the private sector is opening up the state to more investors, while the countless yellow-roofed homes tell even more compelling stories. These initiatives rightly affirm that Ogun State is on the right track. With Governor Abiodun at the helm, Ogun State is being transformed with a future well secured.
Before we call it a wrap on this episode of the program, let's tell you that Governor Abiodun's significant achievements in human capital development have captured the attention of the United States Ambassador to Nigeria. Mr. Richard Mills recently paid a courtesy visit to the state and was welcomed in Abeokuta by the state's Deputy Governor, Engineer Noimot Salako Oyedele, where he spoke at length about the U.S. government's plans to support initiatives aimed at improving the lives of citizens of Ogun State.
Ogun State, the gateway to Nigeria and the country's industrial capital, has been thriving economically and growing in human capital development thanks to a visionary leader who is not only positioning the state for a brighter future but for self-sufficiency. That leader is Governor Abiodun, and he has been steering the state towards economic viability in the last 5 years, paving the way for prosperity by simplifying government processes, investing in public infrastructure, and making tax compliance seamless. Governor Abiodun is not just building roads, he is building trust in the people and creating opportunities for everyone. These are rare qualities and success stories that have attracted a delegation from the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria to Ogun State. The U.S. envoy, led by its ambassador to Nigeria, Richard Mills, are in Abeokuta on a goodwill visit to the state. They are welcomed by the Deputy Governor, Engineer Noimot Salako Oyedele, who once again highlighted the immense potential within the state and emphasized the government's dedication to enhancing lives and simplifying the business environment.
Our vision on assumption of office can be summarized that we just wanted to improve the lives and livelihoods of our people. And the policies that His Excellency has put in place over the past 5 years, having consistently doing that, we have put a lot of investment in infrastructure in our state, and also on the policy side to put down the adequate policies to make Ogun State investor friendly.
Mr. Mills acknowledges the huge potential in Ogun State and how some of Governor Abiodun's policies have been empowering small-scale business owners. He indicated readiness to fostering more mutually beneficial collaborations with the current government in Ogun State.
It's a state I've wanted to visit for a long time, since I arrived about 5 months ago in Nigeria. And I wanted to visit because this is such a dynamic state in terms of business and economy. There's a great deal of U.S. investment in this state, and there are very interesting programs going on, as the Deputy Governor and I discussed. And it's a state where I think the U.S. government and the U.S. Embassy can learn a lot, and we can share successes that you're having here.
The visit by the U.S. ambassador to Ogun State is yet another testament to Governor Abiodun's focus on the advancement of his people, no matter where he is or where he meets. The needs of Ogun State residents are always front and center to him. Governor Abiodun's projects, policies, and initiatives no doubt reflects a leader who is deeply attuned to his people's needs, crafting each step forward with Ogun State residents in mind.
And that's the show for today. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. We hope you enjoyed every moment. Be sure to join us next time for another exciting episode of the program. Until then, I am Victoria Oniaye, signing off. Take care and see you soon.